Welcome to Generation Truth with Carrie and Rebecca Charles.
We declare, the Lord is good, His mercy is everlasting, and His truth endureth to all generations.
So, Rebecca, when I was about 15 years old, maybe 14 actually, I had really had some major struggles on social media, and it was just consuming me, and I finally just had to get rid of it. I decided, you know what, I'm going to knock this out completely out of my life. And I got rid of Instagram, got rid of Facebook, and then I got to age 17, and started working with the Edge Christian Camp on their marketing team. And I turned 18 years old and started diving in deeper. And my youth pastor at that time, he looked at me, he said, "So you don't have Facebook, how are you going to market?" And I thought to myself, oh, there's actually a good point there. Just something so simple. Honestly, if we're being very transparent, the way the world markets things today, good and bad, is through social media. It's huge.
It is. So that can be a benefit of social media.
Yes, there are benefits that we want to talk about today. We've talked about the hindrances of social media, and we didn't hit every single one of them, but we gave you some just a few to have on the top of your heads. But want to also give you some benefits to social media because you can use it in a good way.
Right, and it's like with anything in the world. There are pros and cons to almost everything.
Yes.
So is the case with social media. There are hindrances and there are also helps that we can utilize it for.
Absolutely. So we want to give you 5 right off the bat. Number 1, you can connect easier with friends from the past a lot of times. Now, you got to be careful with this because you can be so consumed with this that you forget about the people that are in your life currently. But you can use it as a tool to connect with people through Messenger I have some people that I connect with on WhatsApp that live in the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm. Right. I have people from college, which was like 10 years ago. I enjoy seeing where they are now. But however, if you are a teen or a college student and you are home with your parents, you haven't seen them either all day or you haven't seen them for a while because you've been at school, well, don't be on your social media account. Absorb that precious time that you have with the people
Yes.
who are in your life right now.
Yes.
Those are the people that God desires for you to be influenced by, be an influence to them. So absorb the people who are in your life in the present, not online.
Yes, definitely. Make them the priority. I mean, God is the priority, but make the people around you a priority as well of spending time with them. Number 2, it is a marketing tool. I do have to use this in work. I have to use it on Facebook and Instagram. We've used it on other platforms. We use it on YouTube. And this is an avenue to get the word out about the Edge Christian Camp.
Right. In the same way that you can use it as a marketing tool, remember, other people are also using it as well. In fact, most of my feed, and I realize I'm older, I'm also a mom, is marketing. I mean, things that I can use in my home. Also, political propaganda. That is also a huge thing on
it is all over
social media now, and this can be really dangerous as well because those who believe like you are, they're only going to feed you things that you want to see, which makes the other side look really bad, and then you start to develop hate in your heart, and you start to develop anxiety. Well, obviously, those again are the hindrances of social media. We have to be
you gotta have a balance.
so careful there.
You got to be very good with having a balance in there. But it can be used, say you have to do marketing as your job. I mean, then that is a tool that you can use. We're not saying that you cannot be on Facebook, but you do need to be watchful of what's on there. Number 3, you can also use it as a live stream tool. I know that since COVID, actually before COVID, many times us Christians were all against live streaming church, but we had to do it during COVID, and now many churches today, I know that we don't all agree on this, and that's okay, but many churches do use this. So it could be an avenue of live stream. Then number 4, be an encouragement.
Right. Wow. This is, I have utilized this. Actually, I just did yesterday. There was a friend that I used to travel with all the way back in 2017, and we hadn't caught up in years, and just in literally like a day, we were able to connect, catch up over things in our lives. And I was blessed by being able to catch up with her. Had I not had social media, I wouldn't have been able to do that. So
Yeah, and you're not consuming your life with talking to her every single day.
Right.
That was an every now and again thing.
exactly.
So that was an encouragement. You could also use it to share a verse once a day. That does not mean you need to be on there sharing a verse every single hour. Okay.
Right. Or with every single one of your friends. I have found that in my life, man, because I see everyone's problems, I feel like I feel their burdens on me.
Yeah.
When God didn't design me to carry all 963 of my friends' burdens on my
Exactly.
shoulders, that is not his design.
Yeah, I mean, he said, "Cast your burdens upon me, for he careth for you," and so that's a huge topic. Then also, you could maybe share a song on there or something like that. That's just be an encouragement to others. Then lastly, number 5, it's also an avenue to give truth. You can actually you can share different things that are going on politically that you do need to share.
Or a sermon that was maybe a blessing to you. Well, you can share that with others so that it
Yes.
can be a help to them.
Now, I will say this. There are a lot of people that will share certain things spiritually and politically that all they want to do is start an argument on their chat.
Man,
And
I've been guilty.
and that's not where God wants us to be.
Right.
I mean, if Christians are constantly fighting on Facebook, then what do you think that's going to say to lost people who are watching? Well,
Right.
I don't want anything to do with Jesus if that's all he matters to them. If they're acting hypocritical,
Right. If you are not willing to talk out loud what you're posting online, then you should not be posting it. If you're just going to hide and argue over text, which is really showing a lack of character on your part, then you should not be posting
Yes,
it.
absolutely. If you have a problem with somebody, you go to them straight face to
Right.
face.
That is the biblical solution.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so that's 5 just simple benefits from social media. There's not a ton of benefits. I'll be honest with you. There's not. And you need to be very careful with how much you let social media consume your life. But there are a few. How do you utilize social media benefits without it taking over your life? That's a huge question. Number 1, you should filter everything that you do on social media through God's word, through God's truth. Otherwise, you're going to be pulled in and fooled by the world's lies that are surrounding you constantly.
Right. Number 2, have a specific purpose for clicking onto social media. This is an area I need to grow in. There's so much out there, and if I'm not careful, I will be scrolling and learning about things, and it's wasting my time. So have a specific purpose, like messaging a friend or receiving info from an expert, which there are a lot of people that claim to be experts who are actually not. So you have to be really, really careful there as well. And thirdly, spreading truth. Those are 3 specific purposes that you can hop onto social media for maybe max 5-10 minutes a day. And this is a way that it will not control your life, and you can still receive benefits from that. Number 3, have one specific time per day or week to fulfill that purpose.
Yes.
I need to really improve on this in my own life, but this, again, could be a way that you can receive help from social media without it taking on your entire life.
And honestly, even if it's your job, kind of like it has been for me, a lot of my job is a lot of social media, or it has been in the past. I got to the point where I was constantly on it every single day, 10 times a day. But I realized from other people that have social media as their job, you really only have to be on there about once a day to do a post. And you get sidetracked when you're on there. I understand that, but make sure that you stay focused on task at hand.
Right. And 2 practical things that you can use, that there are things on your phone that you can set a screen time. I have done this on mine, and it has helped me so much.
Yes. And you should give the password to somebody else, because I've set a screen timer on there and I didn't give the password to anyone else, and then I was not accountable. So give the password to somebody else so that you can stay accountable to that, to them over that. And then lastly, use it as a prayer time. There are prayer requests that are shared on Facebook and Instagram. But don't be so, I know that sometimes, honestly, I'll read 10 prayer requests and then I feel so weighted down. Okay, so maybe just take one prayer request that you see on there and pray over that. There are benefits to social media, and you can use it for God's glory. We said this in the last episode, 1 Corinthians 10:31, whether therefore you eat or drink or whatsoever you do all to the glory of God. Let's utilize these benefits of social media so that you can know the truth, so you can live the truth, so you can give the truth.
Because God's truth endureth to all generations.